Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. Now in today's video I just want to shine a light on an incident that happened at a school where an Oklahoma palm color teacher thought it would be so cool to embarrass a 13-year-old boy, black student, just for wearing a black t-shirt written Black King. Now tell me why it would be so uncomfortable for someone to see a black child wearing a t-shirt written Black King. Well, I don't even need to explain that. We all know the reason why. And I just want to shine a light on what really happened, because it is said that this t-shirt was actually a birthday present, and this child was, really excited to wear this t-shirt at school, not knowing that he would get embarrassed for it. This palm colored teacher literally stopped the class, literally stopped teaching, and thought it was the perfect time to embarrass this 13-year-old black child for wearing that t-shirt at school by asking him what was written on the t-shirt. Now tell me why someone would be asking what is written on the t-shirt when she can clearly see. All she wanted there was to embarrass that child and make him feel some type of way. She even went on to say that if it was her who had that t-shirt on written Palm Color Queen, it would be our to the deceased. And she even doubled down and said that this is the reason why palm color people need Palm Color History Month. Guys, I just want to give a very big shout out to the parents or guardians of this child, because they are raising him perfectly. He stood up for himself and said, Black people don't have enough representation. And we don't learn about Black people in their schools, which is a fact. Guys, I don't even want to talk much, but let's take a look at the videos as he explains what really transpired and as my fellow Black brothers and sisters react to this. I will be right back.
13-year-old Latrell Taft beyond excited to wear his new birthday present to school on Tuesday, a t-shirt reading Black King.
I'm a king because I think I'm a king.
But Latrell says during science class at Heartland Middle School, his teacher abruptly changing the subject from the periodic table to asking what his shirt said.
She said that if she had a shirt that said White Queen, then that's when she said, we need a White History Month. And I said, Black people don't have enough recognition, and we barely learn about Black people, in February at my school, so.
Latrell telling News 4 the majority of his class siding with the teacher.
And I was, embarrassed.
Latrell's mom, Melissa Shirley, immediately calling the school.
Initially, to be honest, I was brushed off.
24 hours later, an investigation underway. EPS releasing a statement to News 4 saying if it's determined that the student was the target of discrimination, bullying, or appropriate and swift action will be taken.
I've seen that news coverage of that black boy, Latrell Taft, that went to school with a shirt that says Black King on it. His teacher went out of her way to stop the middle of a lesson just to ask Latrell what his shirt said. Latrell responded by saying, it says Black King, because I'm a king. And his teacher, being the colonizer and she is, talking about if that said White Queen, it would. First of all, I've seen plenty of white girls with the word queen or White Queen on their shirts, and I didn't bat an eye. But anyways, Rivera responded by saying, well, it is because that Black people do not get enough recognition in this country. You know what his teacher said? White people don't have a White History Month, but Black people get a Black History Month. And Latrell, being the Black King that he is, said, Black people do not get enough representation in the United States of America. First of all, whoever's raising Latrell, hats off to you. It is an undeniable fact that Black people do not receive enough recognition residing in this country, especially with the amount of creations, inventions, and even music genres we have created in this country. There are so many Black people, artists, activists, philosophers, writers, politicians, warriors, heroes that goes unacknowledged in this country. In America, being the country that it is, constantly tries to whitewash and downplay Black history. Cherry picking Black history, heroes, activists, quotes, philosophers, even politicians. They cherry pick so they can make America look less evil. That's why America never talks about James Baldwin or Malcolm X. I truly don't understand when white people say they need a White History Month when white history is every day for them. Black people only get one history month. One. And it's the shortest out of the 12. Who are you to tell us when we can have our Black history? Black history is every single day, not just 1 month. Like Women's Day. Why do women only get 1 day? It should be every day. Asian and Pacific Islander Month. Why should it be once a month when it should be every day? American history is Black history, and Black history is American history. You cannot erase us in American history because every section in American history has Black people in it. Every law, every act of violence, every revolutionary point, Black people was always there. Shout out to that boy Latrell, man. You did what was right, and good job for standing your ground. It's Onyx, and I'm gone.
Hi, I'm IEP Coach, and this is my area where I talk about all things education. As you can see, it is starting now, right? Why is it that we are so focused on DEI for retail stores like Walmart and Target, but nobody is complaining about DEI in education? Because you know the diversity, equality, inclusion, that was for that young man who was wearing a shirt that said Black King. Then he also was called out in front of his peers and his white peers and his teacher that also stated how she felt, because remember, they took them out of DEI training in all schools. Our president now we had something to protect your children at the time, which all children have federal rights in school under the U.S. Department of Education, which is still there and about to be dismantled. Well, that mother could have filed a complaint under the U.S. Department of Education, right? And that goes for discrimination. That handled retaliation and all those amazing things that she would have held that teacher and that piss poor school district accountable. But let's not stop there. It's on pause. His state, Texas, Louisiana, 253 regions that have minority children that look like me and look like that young man. And don't talk about the disability community. Not we, but hey parents, what are you going to do? How are you going to show up? See, while we boycott not spending money at Target and Walmart, how about you guys start pulling your kids and holding them home and then letting our president feel it? Because did you know that your children are worth $1? Even if they don't have a disability. Louisiana is $16,000 per day for children that does not have a disability. If they're on an individual education program, that is the IEP that is about to get cut, parents, it can range from $15,000 all the way to $55,000. So, welcome to DEI. Welcome to the beginning of Does Education Really Matters Now? And are our Black and brown children protected? They're not. But yet, we're boycotting, but who's advocating for the children? Talk back to me.
Now, this incident is just another reminder of the systemic racism and bias that persists in the American education system. A 13-year-old boy being humiliated and belittled by his teacher for simply expressing his pride and identity through a Black King t-shirt. Like, this teacher's response was not only unprofessional, but also rooted in racism and ignorance. Now, by comparing the Black King t-shirt to a hypothetical Palm Color Queen t-shirt, she revealed her own biases and lack of understanding about the historical and ongoing struggles of Black people. Moreover, her suggestion that they need a Palm Color History Month is just another slap in the face to the very real and ongoing struggles of Black people for recognition and equality. It is a reminder that many educators like this teacher here are still not equipped to address the complex issues of racism and identity in the classroom. But what's most remarkable about this story is the courage and conviction of this young Black boy. Despite being humiliated and belittled by his teacher, he stood up for himself and refused to back down. His confidence and self-assurance are a testament to the exceptional guidance and support of his parents. And this incident, it's a wake-up call, a reminder that people need to do better. They need to create safe and inclusive spaces for all students, regardless of their race or identity. We need to hold educators accountable for their actions and ensure that they are equipped to address the complex issues of racism and identity in the classroom. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment if this young boy's parents had never had conversations with him about his identity, his history, and his culture. Imagine if he had never been taught about the struggles and triumphs of Black people and the importance of self-love and self-acceptance. Where would he have found the confidence and courage to stand up for himself in that classroom? How would he have known how to respond to his teacher's art of the cis rant and to assert his own identity and humanity? But thankfully, that's not the case. This young boy's parents had clearly taken the time to educate him about his history and his culture and to instill in him a sense of pride and self-worth. And that's what made all the difference, because when his teacher tried to humiliate him, he was able to draw on that knowledge and understanding to defend himself. He was able to assert his own identity and humanity and to refuse to be ashamed or intimidated. Now, this is the power of education and the importance of teaching our children about their history and their culture. It's not just about academics or intellectual curiosity. It's about giving them the tools and the confidence they need to navigate a world that is often hostile and unforgiving. So to all the parents and caregivers out there, let this be a lesson to you. Take time to teach your children, especially Black children, about their history and their culture, because like he said, we don't even learn about Black people in schools. Give them the knowledge and the confidence they need to stand up for themselves and to assert their own identity and humanity. Because when they know who they are and where they come from, they will be unstoppable. Now, this teacher's reaction to a simple Black King t-shirt is a perfect illustration of the entitlement and privilege that many palm color people exhibit. How can a t-shirt be so threatening, so uncomfortable that it prompts someone to wish for a palm color history month? But that's the thing. Palm color people have always wanted to have everything. They've always wanted to be the center of attention, to be the one whose history and achievements are celebrated and recognized. And when they're not, they throw a tantrum like this teacher did. Meanwhile, Black people have been fighting for centuries just to have their history and achievements acknowledged. We've been fighting to have our stories told, our voices heard, and our contributions recognized. And what do we get? 1 month. One short month, February, to celebrate the success and achievements of Black people. And still, that is a problem. It's not just enough for some people. They want to take that away from us too. They want to erase our history, our culture, and our identity. They want to claim our achievements as their own, and then have the audacity to complain when we celebrate our own successes. But no, we won't let you. We won't let you take away Black history or our culture or our identity. We'll keep celebrating our successes, our achievements, and our Blackness, no matter how uncomfortable it makes you feel. We have finally come to the end of the video, but what do you, our viewers, have to say? Share your own thoughts as well in the comment section. Thank you for always watching, and see you in our next video as we bring you another video.